This is probably the review that I'm most proud of, because I really like how it came out, and this is technically my first time reviewing a new game, because technically it was still new when it came out, when I put the video up. In fact, like, the patch, I released this video the day that the patch came out, for the game, or the version 2, I should say. So, what better timing, right? But then again, it's like an old school side-scroller shooter, so it's like, it's technically not new, but it was brand new when I did this review, so this is my first time really looking at a new game. Anyways, this history section right here is the reason I go so long with this is because I wanted this to be, I wanted you to understand why it's so frustrating to be a Mega Man fan without having to review a bunch of games to explain why. And also because the last Mega Man review I did was a parody tribute to JonTron, so I didn't really explain anything about it. Anyways, this here, these Street Fighter clips are actually from a Japanese documentary or intro video to the Street Fighter games, and I found them on YouTube, and like I thought, oh, this is perfect. So I used the Street Fighter 89 stuff for Final Fight is my Let's Play with Canadian Jutsu on Final Fight Double Impact. So you can see that on YouTube, my YouTube channel, my Let's Play channel, by the way. But I figured, like, I had this footage, I can use it here. And I know a lot of people said that I went too long for this, but again, I wanted to cover everything I possibly could. There's a point, actually, when I was watching this, that I tried to watch it as a viewer. I tried to watch all my stuff as a viewer, and first, and then a critic. And I said, my first thing was, wait, this is a Mega Man video, right? How come there's so much Street Fighter? Like, I start talking about Mega Man, and then I just keep going on about Street Fighter, and this is where some people were like, really, did you have to go this far? And the answer is yeah. Because Capcom is known for doing tons of crossovers, and this is what spawned the whole crossover thing. Not just with inner Capcom series, but with other franchises. So I was like, this is really important, especially Marvel vs. Capcom is huge for the whole crossover series. Street Fighter Cross Tekken being like their latest as of right now. Other than the ones that other than Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, but that's not a fighting game. This is where I was like, I'm finally gonna get back to the Mega Man stuff to talk about, because like, I get the first thing I thought of when I watched this review. I'm like, wow, I'm making it sound really, really grim, but like, to be fair, Bloody Roar is in a worse shape than this, but SCR can tell you all that, and he's doing his retrospective to explain that. But it's just, when you hype up so much stuff at once, and then you cancel all of it, it's like dangling a, what do you call it, dangling the worm in front of us, like, Mega Man Legends 3 was the worst one. Like, I could live without Universe and online, but you cancel Legends 3, you're getting my hopes up for nothing. And yeah, I know there's a lot of Ego Raptor referencing going here, like the way I talk and stuff, especially at this part or in the review itself, but like, he's become a bit of an influence with me, and I figure I already pay tribute to JonTron, and I like the style he did for his sequelitis. Maybe I could use a little that in here. Now, it's not me directly stealing from him, it's me more, well, that one animation clip of his, it's more so me being inspired by it and adding it to my own style. because this entire video is Ego Raptor style. And here's some more history stuff. I mean, you know, we can get to the game some point, right? This is basically me explaining how this whole thing happened and why, and then before I get to the gameplay, talking about why I think it's stupid for people to say, oh, it's not a real game, yeah. Even my buddy Fafi was all like, it's fan game, so it doesn't count. He likes to make fun of me and MegaMan in general, so, because of what a joke it's become. But to me, it's a game that's out, it's published, it's an official game, and this is a good one. You know what isn't a good official Mega Man game, but I still acknowledge that it's an official Mega Man game? Rockman Crossover, and I've been playing that recently. No joke, I've been playing that. I made a Japanese App Store account, and I got my hands on an iPod Touch. It's sort of a game that I'm playing on and off, but when I'm bored and got nothing better to do, or I'm trying to kill a little bit of time, it's really it's not, well, I'm gonna review it at some point, but it's, if I can record the footage, but I still acknowledge that it exists, and it's an official game because it is published by Capcom, and it's a free game as well, so Street Fighter Cross Mega Man's a way better game, though. If you have a choice between games to download, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man's easy to get, and it's free. Rockman Crossover is a pain in the ass because you have to make a Japanese App Store account, and it's not easy to do. Well, it's easy to do once you figure it out, but it's hard to figure out. I had a lot of trouble at first. But anyways, this game, like, unlike other Mega Man games, it really doesn't do anything for plot. Like, there's literally nothing. It's just basically, there's the Street Fighter characters. Go get them. Like, there's no outlining why or how this crossover's happening. It happened. Go stop the Bison. Yeah, so, yeah, I know that I said I wasn't going to give any spoilers in the review, but I mean, people who don't play Street Fighter know who Bison is, so it's really it's really whatever. The biggest trouble I have with this game is because it's a PC game, I didn't really have a good way to record it. Fraps didn't exactly work with the game because it's a Game Maker game. And actually, that footage right there from Mega Man 1 for the Game Boy is from my first game review I ever did. So, that's as far back as I went with this thing. But this game was not easy for me to record. I had lots of lag issues. I had to do the Let's Play portion of it all post-commentary because, not only because I wanted Jikato X, my buddy, to help me on the Street Fighter side of things, because I like Street Fighter, but I'm not up to date with everything on it. Like, I own Super Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 2, and Super Street Fighter 2, and a couple. I heard Third Strike's good, so I'm gonna get that. But, like, I don't know the backgrounds of everything, so I had to do a lot of research, and Jikato helped me out a lot. So that's why I want to do the Let's Play before I do the review, because in the Let's Play, I can say, hey, Jikato, what's that? And he'll be like, oh, that's a guy that, yeah, well, you meet him. I don't do a very good Jikato impression, as you can tell. By the way, check Jikato out. He's at Studios 2 for You on YouTube, and I think he has another channel. But Studios 2 for You is where he does most of his stuff. If I could stop yawning, you know, because that's good for commentary. But I tried to cover as much as I possibly could in this game. I didn't cover certain things, one, because it was a pain in the ass to do them, such as the hidden characters, and two, do I really need to be spoiling that? This is a brand new game. Like, I'm giving away enough as it is, and I also love how Lightning Kick looks like Bad Box Art Mega Man colors. It's pretty funny. But especially with this, I wanted to be very careful that I didn't spoil things. The only things that I mostly try to use the other Mega Man games, my knowledge of Mega Man, to explain things or to provide critique on things. I wasn't here to say. So you go here and we find out that is the villain. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to do it like a. I like to call them nostalgia critic style reviews, where you people have done it before him, but where you go through the game, where you watch the movie and review it while it's being watched. In this case, it's a video game. Now, and I don't mean a Let's Play style review like older reviews, like Spoonie's old reviews or R-Make's old reviews. I'm talking literally like writing a script about the movie or the game and then explaining each major scene or plot point as you go on. I didn't want to do that because, first of all, that's not my style. I've incorporated some things into that style, into my style, but I wanted to focus on information that wasn't going to spoil the story. And I thought it was pretty cool that Yu was in this game, even though Ken wasn't, and I like Ken more. By the way, speaking of which, I forgot to mention this. The title card is me as Ken and Mega Man. That was drawn by Shallirica, but it was actually, she drew it when she was sick, and I felt really bad because I always feel bad when I ask Cassie for Shallirica for a title card, because I always feel like I'm bugging her. And to anybody who didn't get this joke, by the way, the cards said "fool" on them. You fool. Durr. Anyways, I always feel like I'm bugging her, and because she probably has more important things going on than my title cards. Even right now, I need to get a title card from her, but I don't like going, yeah, I need it. So, but I do. Yeah, man, I got it a whole lot. And I had to show as many perfects as I possibly could in this as well. Whether it be me or me causing the perfect or whatnot. And, I don't know, this review, I really like. Like, lately I've been re-listening to commentaries from my friends who are on RogerTheSage Gamers, and they're mostly talking about, like, I like this review, but I have problems. This review, I don't know if I have any problems with it. I really like how it turned out. Maybe there are things I could have done, or I should have done that I didn't, but I don't remember. Okay, if anything, I wish the recording would have come out better, but that's fault of my computer. My computer is about 5 years old, and, you know, I'm a computer tech. That's my job title, and I'm using a pre-built computer that's 5 years old. But, first of all, that's not by choice, because I haven't had the money. And second, I'm waiting it out to see if my options become better before I get a new computer. But it's getting to that point where I need to get one, because I have all this equipment now that's really good, and my computer is just barely able, just a little bit over the minimum of what is required for this stuff. I've got an HD camera now, a 1080p camera. I have an HD PVR now, and it records in 1080p, and you know, and to get my computer to render 1080p, I will be doing probably my game reviews 1080p, because I don't really need to. 720p seems to be just fine, unless I'm told otherwise. But and plus, it just takes too damn long to render 1080p. Even for the Henshin Time reviews I do, the Tokusatsu toy review show that I do that in 1080p, because seeing all the details on a toy is incredibly important for if somebody's using it as a buyer's guide. So I only make those 1080p, but it takes my computer like it takes my computer 6 hours to render 10 minutes of 1080p video if there's one video track. And that's just Sony Vegas rendering. That's all my computer is doing. Everything else is shut down. It doesn't. There's no. I've turned off background processes. It's running an AMD, an AMD processor, but like a dual core AMD processor, and it's got about 4 gigs of RAM in it, which is decent, but for what I'm trying to do, I need more. I'm looking at getting a computer that has 32 gigs of RAM, and the biggest problem is my video card in this thing is like a generic, it's an ATI Radeon X1250, and that's crazy old, and I can't thank Mr. Kirby enough for letting me use this clip, because when the game came out, he played it, and he uploaded his first playthrough, and he discovered that glitch, so I thought I'd point it out. Now, as for my on-screen recordings, I have improved it, where I read more before I do it. Also, now my new camera has a remote, so I can stop and hit record from a remote. It's not a pain in the ass, because before I would just be like, well, if I have to get up and stop the camera every 3 minutes, it's a pain in the ass, because then if I have to intercut all this, I'll be shifted around a whole bunch, stuff will be moved. It's like, now with the remote, I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, this game's free. Go download it if you don't have it. Version 2 has improved a lot of the things that a lot of the faults that were in this video. It tells Capcom that the fans care, and we want more. And how could I go through this review and not use Guile's theme? What I'd like to know is, why the hell isn't Guile in the game? I really would have liked that. And I did credits. I did credits for the skit afterwards, before the skit was shown, just because I'm not gonna do two sets of credits. That's dumb. But yeah, this is Guile's theme by 331 E-Rock, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I'm still really happy with this review. I'm hoping my newer reviews are just as good, if not better than this one. And yeah, I'm really excited for the future reviews, because there are 3 game reviews in the works, and some other ones. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Anyways, this skit is a continuation of the skit from the end of the oh, by the way, there on the far left there, sitting drinking, is my brother, and then because he was here and he was actually drunk for this video. So here's my buddy Josh, aka the Cheese Man. So not Cheese Man Joe, I know I said that a couple times, but the Cheese Man. So this was another parody on JonTron's Sonic Team skits. I'm like, I should show Capcom. And I love how it's sort of guerrilla style. I love this. I had to actually boost his audio because it was a little quiet at the end there. This is how you can totally tell that this is ripping off JonTron, even though we didn't do that much. There may be more of that too. Anyways, guys, this is just advertisement, so thank you very much for watching my review, watching this commentary, and I hope to have more out soon. And please, I know I've probably said this a million times, I can't stress this enough, the Under Oath retrospective does not have that many views. I know it's a music review on a metalcore band, and not a lot of people are into metalcore, who are into this kind of video game stuff, but I can't stress enough, please go to River City Gamers and watch that review, because they're gonna be every second review pretty much from me. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling and advertising. See you later. Thanks for listening.